I don't know if this is going to take on water or not. You know the smart thing to do, which is put it in the bathtub? I didn't do that. But I don't know where the battery needs to go, so I just got some foam up here.
Oh, you're putting it sideways?
Yeah. And I had to make an extender. But I don't know if this thing's going to float or what it's going to do.
Well, it's a boat. It's going to float.
Look at the servo setup. You ain't even seen this.
Wow. It's backwards.
Is it?
Yeah. It's pulling air.
No, it's pushing. So I ain't overly impressed with how much grease I got on the stuffing tube, and if you look down here, it's got the wrong size bushing at the end. So
the DSC got a fan?
Yeah. So once I put it in the water, I need to go because I don't know if it's going to leak or what.
You want me to throw it in? Why?
If this one flips over, it's done. Because there's a huge air intake right underneath this.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good boat. I can dovetail. Oh, that's a perfect speed. I thought it was going to be too much. See how much
Why that thing turn?
I might need to limit that. That flag is not waving, is it? I gotta uncurl it. That is the best driving little boat. Does it have reverse? Yes. Oh.
Hit a rock?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a full throttle there. That is the perfect speed for this size boat. There's the flag. It's finally waving. I don't know if I need to adjust the CG or not on this thing. It looks pretty good. See, it's barely picking the nose up out of the water. I guess that's what you want. Here, grab it. Oh, hold on. Is there? Yeah, there's water going through the tube. It's not spitting it out though.
It ain't spitting water out?
I don't think so.
You better check it then.
Yeah, it's not spitting water out the side.
You better check it. Bring it in, check it.
Which would concern me of where the water is going. So there's water in it though.
Ooh. Yeah, but I should have thought that. Be careful with how much it wants to lean in the corners.
Because there's no water coming through there.
Yeah, I don't know why. You would think. Yeah. You would think even at that speed there'd be water going through it. Oh, so look right there. There's no water going in the tube on the back of it.
So we took the intake tube off of like behind the propeller where it picks the water up to see how much water was getting through the tube. And you may not be able to see it on camera, but there's very little water coming out of where the pickup is.
Yeah. I can't keep up with it zoomed in.
So we're thinking there's just, where it's at, kind of at the top of the propeller, it's not picking up enough water.
You ain't getting much coming through there.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about how hot the motor is anyways, with how little we were driving it. This thing will flip over.
You think?
Yeah, it's acting. If you full throttle into a turn, it acts like it. So this boat also came with another pickup that would just attach to the bottom of the boat, and I didn't use it because they had the one on the rudder, but I guess I should have.
See, I'd have thought that prop would have forced water up through there, but evidently it's forcing about as much air as it is water.
Which makes sense, because when the prop is going through the water, it's got to be aerating it, right?
Well, would it? If it's...
I would have thought
if
it'd
it's
been pushing water.
If it's in water?
I don't know. I don't know how boats work.
See how many gallons of water's in it.
Whew. I don't think it'd sink it.
It's more than I thought would have been in there.
I do wonder where it's coming from.
Really not bad.
That is, I'm surprised.
Yeah. You better let that cool off.
Yeah. I mean, the Verlaine doesn't have water cooling at all, and that thing is hot.
Yeah.
So I'm not overly worried about it, but I think with the water cooling, it'll be fine. So we brought this boat out last time, that's in that Harbor Freight boat, which actually I ordered a motor mount from China for it, and it showed up today. So I'm gonna put that thing back together at some point. But this one we bought at a local hobby shop for 90 bucks. The guy bought it, and he didn't really use it. And then we bought it and we put way too big of a battery in it, because these come with a really big, like, NiCad, a better term, the NiCad sticks that are pretty much useless these days with how cheap lipos are. This came with that, or was supposed to. So we put a huge lipo in it, and it was too big of a battery. It was way too much weight in the front of it. So if you turn around, you can see on the table that 2200 we have. Cameraman, right there. That's what we put in it, and it does a whole lot better. It's still not overly fast, but it's a lot better. And the motor and ESC combo that I have in that yellow boat, that is actually not going to get driven anymore this weekend, because it's going to be, I think it's going to be fine with adequate water going through it, but right now we don't have that, so I'm going to stop running it. We bought another one of those motor ESC combos off Amazon, and we're going to put it in this, which I think it's going to be pretty decent in this boat, but it may be a little bit too much, I don't know. But right now we want a little bit more speed, because that's full throttle, which isn't terrible.
It's better than it was.
Yeah.
Before it wouldn't hardly take off.
Yeah, which right now you can kind of see. Also, we don't have reverse, which is very annoying. There's no reason for this boat to not have reverse other than the ESC that they give you doesn't have it, but it struggles to pop up out of the water like that. But with that huge battery in it, it was a whole lot worse. Also, this ESC does not have a low voltage cutoff. So when it drops, it's because the battery is getting next to no voltage, which is actually now.
Oh, you don't have anything?
Nope. Oh, there we go. Once it dies, it goes. That's really hard on the battery. So putting another ESC in there that has that, I'm pretty sure that one does, will be preferable. And it's got a Nautica ESC in there, which is what we burn up. They say online, and we've actually seen this before we burn it up, that you're not supposed to run lipos in this. And we did anyways, and how many times did we run this with a lipo?
We probably run 3 batteries through it.
Yeah, and it did fine. But the last time it got too hot, and this ESC was literally these heat sink, whatever you call those, heat sinks, were burnt up. Or they actually weren't burnt up, but if you had some water on your fingers and you touched it or you spit on it, it would sizzle because it got that hot. Something in there burnt up or something, so now it is always like half speed or half throttle or whatever. So even with no throttle input, it's still going.
We need to check this thing one more time.
Oh, I'll show the camera. So this is off.
I don't believe it'll do it now. You think it'll do it?
Yes. Yeah.
It does that.
So even with it off, it still tries to go about half throttle.
What the weird thing is with the transmitter, we're not going to show you, but it's still like when you give it throttle, it gives it more throttle.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's like the baseline is funky now. Anyways, we cooked the ESC, so
And I want to take these screws out when we get it out. And I want to see what's in there.
it's going to be.
If it let the smoke out, if you can get that smoke back in there, it'll be
It's
okay.
going to be something melty.